Hi, Sheetal.
Hi Trupti, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm also good.
I'm so excited today to meet you on this platform. You being a self love and emotional well being life coach and a hope, noble, and inner child healer, I'm really excited to take this conversation forward with you.
Even I'm really very excited because I was waiting for this conversation since long as you are a NLP and Ho'oponopono healer, holistic and co-transformation coach. So there is a lot of things to learn from you. But firstly, let's tell our audience why we are here.
Yes, yes. Even I'm excited to tell the audience why we are here. So I feel we're here to, talk about our journeys, about our healing experiences, about deeper understanding about healing, about this journey and how, this synergy can support people out over there who are looking
Yes,
for answers, right? So I'm really
yes, yes.
excited for this podcast now.
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah. So, Sheeta, let me start with a question to you. So what are the major myths people have about self-love? Because I really want to know about this and, and what actually self-love is all about.
Okay. So firstly, a lot of people think that they know self-love, what self-love is. And people think they are in self-love, but actually they are not, you know. So the first major myth is people think they need to love the way they are. You know, uh, they think like, okay, I love myself. If I'm getting fat on my body, it's okay. I just love myself. You know, but the real self love comes when you accept your body and you say, okay, I'm getting fat on my body and I need to go to gym, I need to do exercise. That is called self love. It is not like, okay, I just love my body, I'm in
Hmm.
self love. No. So first myth is you don't need to love yourself the way you are. The first myth is people think self love means they have to love themselves the way they are. You have to make changes where it is needed. Of course, you need to accept your body, accept yourself, accept your flaws, but at the same time, you have to take inspired action because you
Yeah.
love yourself. Self love not only means about love, no, sometimes you have to take hard actions, bold actions in your life. Like going to gym is hard, but yeah, you have to do because you love yourself. And second myth, so many people have this myth, and that is self love means being egoistic, being selfish. you know thing is ki when they think now, when they are into self love, they have to push people away. They have to draw so many strong boundaries around them. No, you are not. You don't need to do that.
Hmm.
Self love means, okay, you know who you are, you know your boundaries, you know what you like, what you don't like, where you get triggered, what is your thought, where you get emotional, and accordingly you draw your boundary. You
Hmm.
tell people what is accepted and what is not accepted. That is self love. It is not about you just push people away and you say, I don't need anyone, I don't love anyone, I just love myself. No. So the second myth is people think, self love means being egoistic, being selfish. No.
Right.
And third thing, they think self love is all about material things, material beauty.
Hmm.
We all have seen reels over Instagram. We see people are going on solo dates, they are going there to their favorite restaurant, to their favorite place, they are going with their favorite people, they are buying their favorite dress, you know, they
Absolutely.
are eating their favorite food. Is it, yeah, is it self love? Yes, it is self love, but it is the little part of self love that is called self care.
Hmm.
It is not the whole self love concept. So people usually think self love is all about this. कि okay, solo date पे जाना है, अपना favorite food खाना है, अपना favorite dress पहनना है, that is all self love. No, self love means you are deeply connected with yourself. You know who you are, what are your thoughts, what are your patterns, where you get triggered.
Right, right. So well said, so
you
beautifully
know.
said.
So you're deeply connected. Yes, yes. And people think, okay, people don't know the real concept of self-love. They just think, okay, I just need to put on some beautiful dress. I need to go to that solo trip, to go to that, favorite place, and I have to have my favorite food. This is just a small part of self-love.
Yeah,
And if I talk what is real self-love, it means you have built a home inside you. Like when you are with yourself now, you're not feeling lonely or like what I need to do. No, you are deeply connected with yourself. When you are with yourself, it feels like I'm with myself. You
right,
know what are your thoughts, what are your patterns, and that means you're choosing yourself every day. If something is happening, you know you are with yourself. You know how to show love to yourself.
right,
So
right.
what is this self-love? So these are
Correct.
these three major myths which people have about self-love.
Yeah. I really like the statement where you said,
Yeah,
you're building a home within yourself, and you never feel lonely, and you're totally connected with yourself. That's so beautiful that you never feel lonely
yeah,
within.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And even self-love is
yeah.
not
Like people are
materialist
so much
things.
into giving.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's so beautiful, so beautiful. And take inspired action, make those changes. That is self-love. Even if it is hard, now today, if you're going to take those actions, it is because you love yourself enough. So that's so, so, so beautiful and so well explained
yeah,
what is self-love all about.
yeah. As recently I started taking swimming classes. Since my childhood, I was having the fear of water, and I had never thought in my life that I'm going to take swimming classes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a fire of trying new things. So that was one girl who is known, and she was going to swimming, and it just hit me. Why not I should join this because I love to try new things. And the second reason was I was having that fear of water. So I was thinking, will I be able to swim in water? Is it something I can do or not?
Right, right. Yeah. So beautiful. That's what,
Yeah.
I mean,
So I
age is
just
not a
took that
bar over
action.
here.
Yeah, so I just took that action and it was hard, but I took that because I'm into self love,
Correct, correct.
right?
Right,
That was hard. Yeah.
right, right.
So, Trupti, uh, I also want to talk to about your journey, like how you came into this holistic development. What is your journey of coming into this?
So actually, my journey had a lot of twists and turns, I should say. So when you are in the journey, you can't connect the dots. But I really like one Steve Jobs quote, after you finish the journey, when you look behind, only then you can connect the dots. That's just how my life journey is all about. I
True,
didn't
so
know.
true.
Yeah, so I really like that quote by Steve Jobs. And it's very close to my heart because my journey is very similar to that. Though I had not started off as a holistic
Even mine
coach.
too.
Yeah. See, there's so many things that we actually share.
Yeah, when I look back, I see like, oh my God, I can just connect all the dots. This happened
Yes.
because of that. That happened because of that. If it had not been happened, I would not have been here.
Right, right. So exactly, so there
Yeah,
were
yeah. Continue.
so many things that eventually led me to be a holistic coach, a Ho'oponopono coach, an NLP coach, because I didn't start off this journey. When I started this journey some 20 years back, I didn't start off being a holistic coach. I started off being a leadership. Especially for kids, I took leadership camps and theater activities, and I was very interested in all that, like how the brain works and how our mind works. I was always very curious. I was always inclined to meditations. I was always inclined to law of attraction, but I never took it up so seriously. And then, when my own
Yeah,
family members passed on, like when my mom and my sister passed on with heart attack and a very traumatic cancer, my sister at a very young age when she passed on, this left a lot of grief within me, a lot of depression within me, and that left with very unresolved emotions, which were very deep. And how much ever I tried, being positive, I'm a very positive person by heart, but I felt I was brushing my grief and being positive. I was not addressing it. I was not,
Yeah,
like being with the
yeah,
feelings. Like I was just like, okay, okay, now I have to be
yeah,
positive. I look at the brighter side of life and all that, and then I went ahead. But that was not what, I didn't give me any answers, and I was always feeling lost. I was always feeling, I didn't have my answers. I used to be very frustrated. I used to take out the frustration on kids. So there was no reason for all this, for my anger and all that. But deep down, there were very negative emotions. And that's when I actually did emotional intelligence and I did NLP coach. NLP really changed my life. Really, really changed the way I thought, how I behaved, what actions I took. And then, of course, Ho'oponopono was really that healing which was required for me, where I took 100% responsibility of everything, what is happening in my life. And I started giving gratitude and started loving life and started forgiving for things that happened. So that changed my whole journey. That really, really changed my whole journey. And that's how I
yeah.
decided that, there are so many
And
people in life who are going through so much, and I just want to be there to help them. Yeah.
because you can't stop yourself helping others, because once
Right.
you see that transformation, you just can't stop yourself. It feels
Absolutely.
like I can't put it here only, you know.
Yes.
And one thing you mentioned, like, you were trying to be positive, and this one mistake everyone do. They think that being positive means they have to think positive, they have to be in that high energy always. No, sometimes being positive means you just accepting your emotions, you are just
Yes.
being with your emotion, and
Right.
then healing it. So people just,
Absolutely.
skip this part, acceptance and healing, and then they
Yes.
just go into the positive parts.
Yes, they only want to
Yeah,
look at the
yeah.
positive, and it's
So
deep
you just,
within which is buried all these emotions.
yeah,
And it can come out in various
yeah.
forms.
So
It
as you
affects your
mentioned that,
health, and it
yes,
affects your
yes,
health, your
continue.
relationships, and all that. So that's why it is very important to address the grief, to address that frustration, to address that anger which is going through you. Yeah. So, how is your journey,
Because it
Sheetal?
comes, in a wrong way.
Yes, it comes
Okay,
in a wrong way.
so
So
my
I'm very
journey
interested
was,
in knowing your journey also, how you started this self-love journey and, what prompted you to get here.
yeah. So if I talk about self-love, so it was always there inside me, but if I talk about emotional well-being and how I came into this life coaching, it was something now, this decision, didn't come to me in just one day. Okay, I'm just sitting and I'm taking the decision, okay, let's be a life coach. No, it was not like that. This was a journey of 3 years. Like, it took me to figure it out, to,
Hmm.
okay, okay, I want to be a life coach.
Yeah, Sheetal, your
It
video is
started
stuck.
from affiliate marketing.
Your voice is audible, but your video is stuck.
I think it will be fine in
Okay,
few
okay.
seconds.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's fine. Now you can continue. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I just came into this online world from affiliate marketing. I just started affiliate marketing to make some money. So I was, taking trainings from affiliate marketing. So from there, my mindset started changing. I started thinking big. I started being positive. I started doing, exercise. I started making to-do list. So, I started seeing so much of positive content,
Hmm.
personal growth content, you know but still I was figuring it out, that what is something I want to exactly do, because affiliate marketing is something which you do for, short term. So I was doing that, and slowly I didn't realize that naturally I have become a different person. I started thinking big. I started having big dreams. My mindset just changed. How I used to see things just changed. And from affiliate marketing to I started creating personal growth content, because that was coming to me very naturally. I started just sharing it over social media, because already I was there on social media. I was sharing affiliate marketing content. Then I started sharing personal growth content. But still, I was really struggling what I want to do exactly. What is something I want to do? Side by side, I was doing a lot of things. Like, I was learning different kind of digital skills, video editing, video making. These things I was learning, but still I
Hmm.
was figuring it out. That what is
Okay.
that one thing I want to do, and what is something people will know me for,
Right.
and which is something I will love to do. right? So, I just got a message on social media, is there any session you provide? And that hit me. Okay,
Okay.
yes, this is something I love to do. I just love to teach people.
Okay.
I just love to give guidance. From there I just recall so many incident of my life where people just came to me for some motivation. If someone is going through something, just message me for motivation. If I say something in public, people just appreciate those words. Your
Okay.
words are so different, you talk like, your words are so positive. How you talk like that. So I just recall so many things like that. And then, okay, I decided, okay, I will be life coach. And then in 2023 in December I got depressed.
Okay.
And there were no reasons. Yes, there were no reasons like why I am depressed. I was just feeling so lonely, so low. Like I just want to do nothing. If I'm thinking to do something, it feels like it will take me nowhere.
Okay.
I was so low. I have never experienced something like that in life. And I think the worst thing can happen with you is depression.
Yes, I totally
You know,
agree. Yeah.
so I was depressed, and then anyhow I manage everything. I manage my emotions. I stood up for myself, and that's where I decided, okay, I need to teach people about emotional well-being. And
Okay.
self-love was always there inside me. I always wanted to do big things for myself. I was always connected with myself. So I
Right.
decided, okay, this is something I want to do.
Okay.
So this is just a short summary which I told you, but yeah, there were so many lessons. As you said, na, your journey was like connecting all the dots. So
Correct.
it was like for me also. Like I was just, went in my past and I connected so many dots. Okay, Sheetal, that happened because of that. That happened because of
Right.
that. Now
Right.
connect all dots.
Yes.
And I think life coaching was really inspiring me from earlier only, but it was not coming into my mind. Ki, this is something you need to do, and that
Right.
was there inside me. I,
Uh,
like I feel like life coaching is something which I was doing in my daily basis. Like if someone is going through something, I'm giving them advice. If
yes.
they want something from me, I'm giving them advice. But that was not in my head. So this is
Right.
how I figured it out.
Yeah, it's so true, because
Yeah.
even this is very similar to my journey also that if there was any problem with any family member or friend, I was always there, as a thing to give them advice and they could lean back on and ask for support. I was always lending a ear, yeah, how to do things and all. So it very came very naturally to me. And that's how even I gotten more into this that
Yes.
yes, that I really want to do this in a bigger way and to reach out to all those people who don't know how to take things forward. Yeah, it's such a beautiful thing. So, Sheetal, your journey is so inspiring and it is, so motivating to learn that, when we have depression and we have feelings like this, how to tackle them. And so many people out there are going through so much of trauma, so much of anxiety, and they really don't know how to go through all this, So it is very important as healers and coaches that we teach them, how to be with their feelings of negativity and come out of it.
Yeah, like I feel like we have something to give to people, and God has chosen us to be that person.
Yes.
Like for the things which are really very basics to us is something very extraordinary to other people.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so I see so many people, okay, they just heal themselves and they just decide, okay, I want to be a life coach. But to me, it was something came very naturally. Okay, I need to do that. I
You're
love
right.
that.
Yeah. Same here. It came very, very
Right.
naturally. Yeah. So that was really
So
beautiful.
as you mentioned to me about NLP, so I don't know much about NLP, but I know a little bit of NLP. So how this help in holistic practice, healing practice?
So, NLP, the full form is neuro linguistic programming. So neuro is the, the
Yes.
wiring of our brain and how we are conditioned and how we are patterned, and, the kind of habits and behaviors that we have. Like when we think about going on stage, for example, we are always fearful because we don't know how to address a crowd. So this is our behavior. This is a habit that if someone calls us, we're not going to talk. We're going to, be in our own zone. Linguistic is the language that we talk to ourselves. No, I'm not good enough. I'm not going to go there. People are going to laugh at me. That is the language that we're using on ourselves every day. And the programming is like, we are reprogramming. We're taking out the old files from the, like for example, like a computer, you delete all the old files, you then refresh with the new app and new system. And then, the rewiring happens, the programming happens, and then you're like more confident to face the world. Then you tell yourself also, yes, I'm good, I'm really confident, I'm a very confident person. So this is all about neuro linguistic programming, about programming your brain with new neural pathways. And in holistic development, it is like, healing all those emotional wounds that are, blocking this development, this programming, where forgiveness plays a very important role, gratitude, where you're giving thanks continuously so that this programming is happening, very smoothly, very effectively, and where you love and love yourself, where self love also comes plays a very important role. So this holistic with the neuro linguistic programming really brings a complete transformation in a person. So that is how, I combine both these methodologies so that there's a complete transformation in a person. Yeah. So
Yeah. So, as you said, na, reprogramming, because what we are, we attract the same things. So we have to delete all those files which are stored in our mind,
absolutely.
and we have to tell you ourselves new story to attract new things.
Yes, absolutely. It's the meaning we're giving to ourselves, whatever is happening in our lives. It is the meaning that we're giving to it. And the stories that we tell ourselves, like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not good, and people don't like me, and my body is not good, and my voice is not good. But people don't think like that. We are only giving
Yes.
the same meanings to ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is about choosing. Like we can choose which story we need to listen.
Yes,
And we will
absolutely.
attract the same thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Whether we're choosing to be negative or whether we're choosing to be positive in that moment. It's all about that choice that we're
Yeah.
making.
We have choice.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that
True.
brings
True.
me to the next question, Sheetal. Like, how can someone practice being in the present moment? How is that important?
Okay. Okay, okay. So, see, we take decisions from being present. If you are into so much of your thoughts, you will never be able to take any decisions which is right for you.
Correct.
So, being present is really very important. Sometimes we know that we are feeling something, we are going through hard emotions, we are overthinking, but we actually don't know what we are feeling. Why we are feeling, where it is coming from. To have that clarity, firstly you need to be present.
Hmm.
So I use three methods to be present, and that really helped me a lot. The first one is meditation throughout the day. Like we all have heard about meditation. We just sit in a pose, and we are doing meditation. We are closing our eyes, and we are focusing on our breath. If thoughts are coming, we are interrupting the thoughts, and again we are focusing on our breath. So this is what we do in a pose. We are sitting, we are doing. But meditation throughout the day is something which you do throughout your day. you know like
Okay.
if you're washing your dish, you're washing your dish, you're not in your thought, you're actually being present there. Ki how water is coming, what is the temperature of water, how I am moving my hand. You're being present there. You're walking, so you are seeing how your legs are moving forward. How the tree, everything you're looking, you're being present.
Like being aware
And
of it,
this
things.
is something which helps you to be present. Yeah.
Okay.
People think, okay, I have done meditation. Today's meditation is just done. I have just done it. I just put the timer and I have done the meditation.
Okay.
No, this is not going to help. Even I used to do meditation, and after doing meditation, again I'm into my thought. Whatever I'm doing, I'm just into my thought. No, you have to do meditation throughout your day, and this will help you to reduce your thoughts. You know, whatever you're doing, you're writing something, just be present there. You're watching something, just be present there. You know, and second one is active listening. You
Hmm.
know, active listening means like if you're watching something, you have told yourself, okay, I'm watching this webinar and I'm going to listen each and every word. When
Correct.
you will give this target to yourself now, you will give this target, at least you will be present 80%, because it is not possible to be present, at the first place, okay, I will listen each and every word. But when you decide, I want to listen each and every word this person is telling me, you will be, attentive. Okay,
Correct.
let me listen. And when
Absolutely.
thoughts will come, you will just say no to this. No, you will say no, don't just come here.
Right. Right.
And if you are talking with someone, just be there, listen what that person is saying. Because sometimes we are there, we are listening to them, but actually we are not listening, we are in our thoughts, we are
Right.
preparing ourselves to reply back
Correct.
you know
Correct.
so this really helps me a lot, like when I decide, okay, let me listen what is happening in this webinar, what is happening in this video, what that person is saying. So it
Right.
feels like, okay, I am present. But sometimes
Right.
it is like we just open the video, they are watching, but actually we are not watching, we are not listening to that
Yes, I so
you know
agree with
and
you.
third way is, yeah. And third method is, five senses. This really helps you. Like you use your five senses to be present. Like our senses are, touch, our hand, our nose, our taste bud, our eyes, our nose, our ear. So these are, five senses which you can use to be present. Like,
Hmm.
okay, you just say, ki, okay, just let's look at five things. So you say, okay, there is fan, there is tripod, there is laptop, there is almirah, there is mirror. So you are using your one, senses, that is eye. You're looking, and when you're looking, you are being present there. You're just
Correct.
observing.
Correct.
You're not
Right.
letting your thoughts come in between. You are just thinking,
Absolutely.
okay, this is tripod, this is mirror, this is laptop, okay. And second one is, touch. You're just, taking your bottle and touching it and how it feels. Like if it is rough, it will feel rough. If it is
Hmm.
smooth, it will feel smooth. Like this is smooth, it will feel smooth. Okay, so second thing, you have to take five things. You can take your pen, how it is feeling. So here your thoughts are not coming in between, you
Correct.
are there with that object.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can, take five things to touch, and then you can take two to three things only to smell. You
Hmm.
can have, candles smell or anything. If food is cooking in the kitchen, sometimes we are so much into our thoughts, what is happening around us, we just don't know. If something good is cooking in kitchen, the smell is coming, but you are not even attentive
Yes.
to there.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
just smell that. Yeah, so just smell whatever is around you,
Yes.
you know, and you can taste something. Like you don't have to take five. If it is there, then it is good. But if it is not there, you can just taste something. You can take just one cup, coffee. You can take
Hmm.
coffee. You can eat something, fruits, anything. We are involved your five senses.
Okay. That's so
Yeah.
beautiful, and especially
So
for
yes,
this
yeah. So
generation children, it's really important to,
yeah,
use their five senses because they're all the time on their mobile and they don't know what they're eating and smelling and, even listening to people.
yeah.
It's very difficult for them.
Listening, and one more sentence is listening. Like someone is just there talking, like your parents are just talking about something, you
Yes.
are there in the same room, but you don't know what they are talking
Yes.
because
You're
you're
not
so much into
present there.
your thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah, so just listen to five things which are around you. Someone is washing dishes in kitchen, utensils. So you're just listening that voice. Someone is, children are playing. You're listening to their voice, and
Right.
it will also give you calmness because
Right.
your thoughts are getting decreased.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
So beautiful to just get everyone to the present moment, which is the moment of power.
Yeah.
Because either we're in our past or we're in a future, either we're in stress or we're in anxiety. So this is the present moment to come into your awareness in by following these five thing method or meditation, and listening. So it is so important to be in the present moment, and so beautifully well said, because the present moment only has that power.
Yeah. So, Trupti, I want to know about inner child healing. Like, I also know about you, but I want to know from your side. Like, there are so many people who are unfamiliar about inner child healing. So, how it helps in holistic healing?
Yeah. So, Sheetal, I feel inner child is our small part of us which is left behind, in age. It is stuck, it is frozen there in age. If we have faced any kind of a trauma, any kind of emotional turbulence at that point of time, where we've had wounds like fears and insecurities or patterns, it is all stuck over there. It has not been resolved. The emotions are not being resolved, and then and then we've all grown up and we've all gone ahead, but those patterns are still repeating. That pattern of fear, that pattern of feeling insecure, that pattern of I'm not good enough, people don't love me, because you may have heard your parents fighting, your siblings fighting, family issues or something, some bullying in school, something like that which has happened, and because of which these feelings which are deep within, and at that point of time, there's nobody to resolve these feelings also for you, to process these feelings also for you. So that fear stays within you deep down, and we have grown up with that fear. So whenever we come in front of people or when in a relationship, you feel no, that she doesn't love me enough, or that a partner doesn't love you enough, or I'm not good enough for that partner, because this is all coming from the childhood. So it is inner child healing is all about going
Yeah,
back to that little child of yours who's still having that fear, that insecurity, that who's faced that abuse, who's still holding on to these emotions. Then going back, holding that child's hand, giving it a lot of love, giving it a lot of assurance, and then healing, lot of healing with lot of resources, and getting that child which is stuck in age, getting it back to the present so that you feel whole and complete. So that is, inner child healing, and inner
yeah,
child healing is very, very, very close to my heart. Because one, that I was always
yeah,
dealing with children, and two, that I feel, as that age is such a tender age. When you go back to that age and heal that age, it is so easy to heal that particular age, the 0 to 7, because they're so moldable in that age. So you go back to that age and you heal all those emotions and get them back, and your life becomes so much more sorted and so much more beautiful. So it is one thing which I'm very, very, very fond of doing for people, like as an inner child healing. And when when they see, and when I see that transformation, it's so beautiful for the clients. So
yeah.
yeah,
Because there was need of getting something, but that child didn't get that.
yes,
You know, so whatever emotions that child felt, that is still inside you. You have
absolutely,
grown up, but that emotions are there. So you
yes,
have to meet that desire. So you have to go back to that child. You have to talk to
absolutely,
that child. What you need. You
yes,
know,
yes,
because when you don't do it, you just take it to your whole life. You
absolutely,
if someone
absolutely,
is trying to love you, you feel no, I'm not worthy of love. You reject
absolutely.
that.
Yes, yes. You are also an
Right.
inner child healer, so even the how this whole thing shifts your life. By just doing the inner child healing,
Yeah,
going back to the past, and just understanding that child, just sitting with that child and understanding that child itself will heal you and heal those emotions which are so stuck
yeah.
in life. Yeah,
because
yeah.
because our body stores all those emotions.
Yes.
That is in our body. We think, okay, we have just done with that emotions, but no, that is still inside you.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
normal people don't understand whatever they're behaving because of their emotions which are stored. you
Absolutely.
know
And it's
so they
manifesting
need to
in so
heal
many
that.
ways. It's
Yeah,
affecting our relationships, it's affecting our careers, it's affecting our health. These emotions are all stored as pain bodies in our health, and we don't even know it. And it's just a simple process of going
yeah,
back and healing that child. That's all it is. And so much gets released in the process. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, Sheetal, how
Because
is
all you need is crying. You just have to go back to that child and have to release all those emotions. Because in our childhood we were not even allowed to, cry. If
yes,
someone is crying, okay, you are weak, you are weak. So
yes,
you were not accepted, you were not even allowed to cry and you release your
absolutely.
emotion, because crying is a natural way of releasing your emotions.
Yes,
So you were not allowed, but now you can go back because you are now mature.
mature enough to
Yeah.
do that and to heal those emotions. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
So, Sheetal, how is practicing Ho'oponopono affect one's ability to manifest? And how does it affect law of attraction? How is the thing connected?
Yeah, when I came to know about Ho'oponopono, I realized, oh my God, what I was missing out in my life. You know,
Okay.
because people jump into manifestation because they think, okay, manifestation is all they need. But for manifestation, you need healing.
Hmm.
In our subconscious mind we have data, from our past memories. So everything is there in your subconscious mind, and our 95% of our life is driven by, our subconscious mind.
Hmm.
So whatever is there in this mind, in our subconscious mind, we attract the same things. So without releasing all those negative belief, negative pattern, negative data, you would directly jump into manifestation,
Hmm.
and then what you attract, what you have in your subconscious mind. So Ho'oponopono helps to heal. It will help you to fix whatever is inside you. It helps you to release all those data, you know and when you heal, you make room for new things, new
Hmm.
belief. And when you implement that, belief into your subconscious mind, and from there when you start manifesting, and then you attract the same thing which is there inside your subconscious mind.
Totally.
So, I was when I just got to know about Ho'oponopono, I was thinking, oh my God, I needed healing. I used to think na, ki I don't need healing. I'm a healed person. I'm a very happy person. I
Right.
don't need healing. But as it is a part of the certification program, I have to go through Ho'oponopono. Then I learned it, and then I realized ki still, Sheetal, even you need healing, because healing is a continuous process.
Right.
you know
Right.
so you
Right.
have to heal. So I realized there were so many beliefs, and because of that I was attracting things which I don't want in my life. If I talk
Okay.
about money, there were so many money beliefs which I needed to release from my subconscious mind.
Absolutely.
Like, I used to think, money is really very hard to make,
Hmm. Yeah,
and
I
I
think
used
that's a
to
common
control
belief
money a
everyone
lot.
has. Yeah.
Yes, most of the people have. But okay, so through Ho'oponopono, I just chant, I'm sorry to having this belief. Please forgive me.
Hmm.
Thank you, for giving me this chance to heal. So when I chanted, I actually released all those beliefs.
Okay.
Firstly, I said with myself, ki, okay, Sheetal, this is something which is not serving you, and this is not true.
Hmm.
Yes, you have worked hard in your life, and from there you build that belief that money is really hard to make. But now you need to break this belief. So I just break that those belief about money, and then I just healed it. I said sorry to universe, you know,
Okay.
and because of this belief I was attracting the same things.
Yeah.
So because of your subconscious mind, you are attracting the same thing. So you have to release what is not serving you, and
Right.
Ho'oponopono helps to release all those data,
Yeah.
and then it helps to, manifest things. So
Absolutely.
yeah, this is how
Absolutely.
Ho'oponopono helps to manifest. Yeah.
Absolutely, totally. Even I so believe because as a hope and opener healer, also I'm in awe of this prayer of this manifestation, and it has changed my life so drastically. It is just simple four statements, but it has made such a profound difference in my life. It is just amazing. It is just amazing. This healing technique goes
Yeah,
so deep
very
within.
magical.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Like
ye-
this four phrases has the highest frequency, highest
yes,
energy.
yes, in the universe.
Like when
Yes.
we say, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. It feels like, okay, this what has energy, we feel that energy.
Yes, absolutely. And when you say it with so
So
much of
what's your
meaning
biggest
and feeling.
breakthrough of Ho'oponopono?
My biggest breakthrough, I should say, with one of my clients is that, my clients was facing a lot of difficulty in career. The career was not taking off. He was not seeing the success that he wanted in his career.
Okay.
And when he came to me, he was in a financial mess also. He was stuck and money was not coming in easily, and he was not earning very well. And so when he came to me, he couldn't pay for the classes. I said, no, no problem. Let's just start the classes. That's more important for me. And when we started the classes and we started doing Hope and Open, where he started taking that 100% responsibility that yes, something in me, some negative pattern, something in me is causing this situation in my life, because I'm holding on to fear. Will the money come in? Will I get
Yes.
the promotion? What will happen? So he started taking 100% responsibility for feeling that. Otherwise, till now, he was giving that responsibility to the situation. My boss is like this. My colleagues are not supporting me. My home, my family is not supporting me. So the responsibility was always outside, blaming and complaining. Later, when he took the responsibility, when he started chanting, I'm sorry for having these feelings of negativity, of fear, of insecurity about this job that I'm having, that promotion which is not coming my way, the money which is not coming my way. Please forgive me, dear God, for having these feelings. And thank you, dear God, that now I'm aware of all this and I want to release all this from my karmic accounts. And I love you, dear God, for the abundance, for the job promotion, for so much of thing coming my way. And regularly chanting it, and within a month or two, we could see drastic success in his trajectory. He got his promotion.
Wow.
The money which was stuck came in. So that was a very life changing thing for me also, and that really gave me a lot of satisfaction as a healer. When you see your clients progress and the success that they want to
Yes.
achieve, it's somewhere you feel okay. You want to thank God again and again that for choosing you and for through us, healing some other person out there. So that was a very special moment for me. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Congratulations for that.
Thank you so much. And Sheetal, what about you?
Yeah,
What is
and
your special moment?
it is really, firstly, I would like to add, like, it is really important to understand that everything is happening around us is happening because of us only, you
Right.
know. And once someone realizes it is happening only because of me, they stop this blame game. Okay,
Yes.
okay, I am not going to blame anyone. It is happening because of me, because of the
Yes.
data which are there inside our subconscious mind. So a normal mind to understand that everything is happening because of only that person is something, hard to swallow. But
Absolutely.
yes, this is the truth.
Absolutely. So, what is your special moment before we wrap up this
Yes.
episode?
So yeah, yeah. So, like I live alone in different city, and
Okay.
whenever I used to go home, like it's been 3 years, I'm living alone. So whenever I used to go to home, there is a route, that is,
Mm-hmm.
very dumpy, road. It's not smooth. So it is, I think, 2 to 3 kilometer route, and I had to always struggle through that route.
Okay.
Once I was just coming, like I was not Ho'oponopono. So once I was just returning from my home, so I just did Ho'oponopono. Normally, it was not the deep desire. No, I just did Ho'oponopono for that, and I just forgot about that. Okay, I chanted on that day. I just forgot. So I think in Navratri or Diwali, I was going back to my home for festival celebration. So I just saw, okay, road is just new. It is very
Okay.
smooth. मतलब road एकदम नया सा बन गया है.
Acha.
Yes, and I was happy. I was happy. कि, okay, I got this smooth road today because I was waiting for this moment since long. Like since 3 years, I'm coming, going, but I always has to struggle. So I
Ah.
was happy. कि, okay, road बन गया है. Really good. It is. But suddenly I realized, Sheetal, you did Ho'oponopono.
Oh, wow.
Did
That's
you
a big thing,
remember?
huh, Sheetal?
Yeah, in initial few minutes, I didn't realize कि okay, I just chanted Ho'oponopono. you know, I was just in half route, and then I realized, oh Sheetal, you did Ho'oponopono, and I was super duper happy. So this
Right.
was my biggest breakthrough, because it was not happening since 3 years. You know,
Ah,
everyone who was going through that route, they were complaining, ये road कब बनेगा, when this will happen, you know, when it is going to be constructed. But I just did Ho'oponopono and it just happened.
wow. So that's the
I
power
was
of
so
this prayer.
happy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. It is really a miraculous prayer. I just
Right.
love it.
Yeah, I mean, I just love it and I love it.
Yeah,
So thank you so much, Sheetal. It was such a lovely conversation, and I'm sure the audience have also got a lot of insights from this conversation today, and about inner child healing, hope and open, our journeys together, about self-love, about being present in the moment. It was such a beautiful conversation, and I hope to do more of this with you. We can bring out more
yeah,
episodes like this, and so that benefits the people out there. And the request is that Ho'oponopono can change anyone's life. So get onto this journey and change your life. Is my to sincere advice to people out there. Yes, and what is your take?
yeah.
Your
And even
last.
I'm about to, yeah, even I'm about to tell more about Ho'oponopono. Like on LinkedIn, I haven't shared post about Ho'oponopono since I was within different things, but I haven't posted a single post about Ho'oponopono. But I
Ah,
think that is
okay.
what my audience is missing.
Yes, yes.
So yeah,
I'm sure
so
everyone's
after,
waiting now.
yes, and it is really great. Like, yeah, and this is really great that through a podcast, my whole Ho'oponopono journey is coming, through this
Yes.
podcast. So this is really very nice,
Yeah, this
So
was
my
meant to
first post is
be.
going to be this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like God wanted this to be like this, in this
Absolutely.
amazing way. So
Yes,
thanks to
absolutely.
you, like you just gave this idea to do podcast. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
And I
Sheetal.
know
And
whatever you said, whatever you told, it is going to help people.
yes,
Definitely.
definitely, definitely. Thank you so much for joining me
Yeah.
here today and looking forward for more such episodes with you.
Yeah, we will do. We will do that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for seeing this episode of
Okay.
seeing this podcast. And please do connect with any one of us. We are all here as healers to help you out there in your journeys. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.